What is up with Sam Bankman-Fried, SBF, and his legal woes, and will FTX users be getting their funds back? All these and more in this particular video. Let's get it. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Crypto Postman channel, where we give you all the news and all the juice as it concerns crypto and the entire blockchain industry. If you're yet to subscribe to this channel, we serve news that help you decide and make moves. It's not financial advice, but you can be sure to get all the best news and blockchain education that can help you make your own decision concerning the markets. And so if you are not yet subscribed to this particular channel, don't snooze, hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell so that you know every time we post. And without wasting further time, let's get right into it. Now, we know already that 4 new charges have been added to the indictment leveled against Sam Bankman-Fried. We also know that there are already 12 charges against him. 8 of those charges are on conspiracy to commit fraud, and 4 of them are on securities and wire fraud. Now, these 4 new charges are specifically concerned with his involvement in the United States polity. These charges are saying that all of the money that SBF donated to Democratic campaigns across the US, both for Democrats and Republicans, especially the Democrats, campaign donations to different candidates and to the parties were largely illegal. So part of the charge is saying that he actually stole customer money. This was not his money, that he stole customer money to fund these political contributions and then tried to cover it up. Part of the charges are saying he stole the money. There's another part of it that's saying, that he exhausted how much he could donate in the particular campaign cycle, and so he started straw donations. So if you don't know, if you're not familiar with what straw donations are, a straw donor is someone who donates money on behalf of someone else using their own name. So it's basically like a proxy donor. So you've exhausted how much you can donate in a particular election cycle or in a particular political cycle, but you still want to donate. So you find someone else and funnel the money through them and get to sort out your political issues, your political donations or whatever, without, of course, having it tied back to you because you've exhausted how much you can donate in that particular cycle. So investigations have proved that he did this, and it is illegal, obviously. And here I was thinking, we all thought towards the end of last year, before he was finally extradited or sent back to the US, we all thought that this guy was going to get away with it because he kept giving all the interviews while he was supposed to be behind bars. He was supposed to be in court answering for his crimes, but he was locked up somewhere in the Bahamas giving interviews and giving pep talks and shows, and he just wouldn't stop talking. And so we thought that he was going to get away with it. Or at least some people thought that there was some kind of collusion going on in the government because of how heavily connected SBF is. But looks like the US were busy building a very strong case against him. And in case you don't know, these new 4 charges, if he's convicted on all 4 of them, can add 40 years to his sentence, whatever the outcome of the original 12 charges are. Now, here's a bit of news that could make you a little upset, but FTX Japan is actually giving access to users to be able to withdraw all of their money. And that begs the question, if FTX Japan for some reason can refund customer funds, why is FTX US not, giving that same privilege to investors from the US? Are Japanese more important in the FTX scale of things than the United States investors? We don't know, but this is the news that we have on ground. Moving away from SBF and FTX and all the legal woes, a United States District Court, a federal judge, has ruled that emojis will now be regarded as financial advice when used in certain contexts. So basically, emojis such as using rocket ships and using a money bag and using everything related to, that kind of context will now be regarded as financial advice because, of course, influencers and celebrities and people who have certain kinds of influence in certain spaces, when they post a coin and say stuff like BTC and put rocket ship, or they put a moon sign, that can effectively persuade people to invest in such a coin. It can cause FOMO even, as people troop in, because if this guy is invested in this coin and he is insinuating that it's going to go all the way to the moon, then that's something that we can leverage on. So prior to this ruling, we could do that and get away with it and say we didn't say anything, we didn't advise anyone, we just posted like a token symbol with a bunch of emojis. That was before. Right now, according to this federal judge in the US, emojis will now be regarded as financial advice. Of course, it's really heartwarming for those who understand what the space is all about to see legislation that's, innovative and trying to keep up with the new trends. But what remains to be seen is if this kind of evolving legislation will be translated into creating any kind of legal framework, any kind of regulatory framework that will allow cryptocurrencies to actually thrive and not just choke them, and not just going after them when they breach existing security laws that don't apply to them, that were created for other kinds of security tokens. Now, this may just be me obviously leveraging on this development to air my frustrations, but that brings us to the end of this particular episode here on the Crypto Postman channel. Remember, if you're not subscribed to this channel, you do yourself a world of good by subscribing to this channel. Like this post, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell so that you can get notified every time we post. And I will see you in the very next video very, very shortly. But until then, be blessed.